Hello, it's me, Umut. How's it going? Today I want to talk about friendships. This is something I've been thinking about for a long time, actually, for a couple of months now, because I made big changes in the past 6 months in my social circle and friendships. And coming here to Bali and being in a new environment and a spiritual community, I'm also making new friends here, and I'm thinking about friendship at all and how we relate to people, why are we becoming friends with people, and all that. And one thing that I really, really enjoy here now is that, all the people I become friends with, we are becoming friends because we choose to, right? What do I mean by this? Like being here now, making new connections. I keep thinking about my previous life in Istanbul, back in Istanbul, and all the people I met there. When you think about it, when you move to a new place, new city, especially if you are there for work or school, which was the case for me before, whenever I moved to another country, you always tend to become friends with those people, right? Like you have to hang out with your colleagues or classmates. Somehow you study together, you work together, you go to lunch together. And these are people, when you think about it, that you have to be friends with. What do I mean by this? Like you have to have some sort of relationship with these people, whether you like them or not. And this brings a little bit of like this must, right? Like have to necessity kind of energy, which is not necessarily the most relaxed, most creative, most loving kind of energy. But now that I am here, I see that relationships are now happening more organically. I'm building relationships with people more organically from places I go to. Most of my friends, I meet them at places I go to, especially regularly, because you keep seeing them there. You exchange a couple of words, and then if you're really interested, you say like, okay, do you want to hang out? Do you want to go for lunch or have coffee sometime and talk and get to know each other better? I met my best friend here now through kirtan. She does kirtan, she sings, and I was going to her kirtan, almost every week. And then eventually I realized that, she's into astrology, and we started talking about astrology, and then we started doing some exchange, astrology and voice activation exchange, which through this process we became really good friends. And now whenever we hang out, we sing, we talk about mantras, singing, music, or we talk about astrology along with other things. But this is someone I chose, right? And this choosing happened through a common interest, which feels so organic, which feels so nice, right? There's no necessity, there's no have to, there's no feeling of, okay, I have to see this person. You don't have to see anyone if you don't want to. But if you're interested, if you have something in common, if the energy exchange is nice and flowing, all that stuff, it happens naturally and organically, and it feels so much better. And now I'm meeting with people through my astrology community, which I love, love, love. Secretly, I'm thinking, obviously, the first reason why I want to do it is to create a community of people who have the same interest, and they can come together and can learn, grow, and exchange ideas and information. But beyond that, now that I'm thinking about it, because through this astrology community meetings too, I'm meeting with new people, and the ones I really like, we're becoming friends now. So it's almost like an elimination process, if you will, some sort of like test or something, right? Which is part of building relationships. You can't have relationships with everyone. You can't be friends with everyone. You can't become friends with everyone. But how do we decide to become friends with people, it is because we are drawn to them. And these kind of places, communities, groups, all the 11th house stuff in astrology, groups, organizations, parties, any kind of group you want to belong to, is also a good place for you to meet with people who are like-minded. So one thing I usually hear in spirituality with my clients especially is that, they feel alone. They always say, oh, I don't have any friends whom I can talk to about these stuff. My family, they don't understand me. There's no one around me like I am. Spiritual, into astrology, tarot, energy healing, whatever. And I always tell them, it is your responsibility to find these people, and it is also your responsibility to go to these meetings and find these groups, circles where people gather. And they exist everywhere, like I'm so fortunate, so lucky to be living in a conscious community, but this was also a conscious decision I made. I wanted to be surrounded with people like me. But in any kind of city, I'm sure you can find like-minded people. Just you have to look for it, right? It could be an online community. It could start online, or you can start it, right? If it doesn't exist, maybe it also is talking to you and it's telling you that you're the one who needs to support this. And start this group. This is what I did. I came to Bali, and I'm an astrologer. I like to talk about astrology. So is there an astrology group? No. Okay, let's do it. Right? So maybe this is your call to create your own community group wherever you are, whichever place you live in. It doesn't matter, conscious, not conscious, Bali, not Bali, but I'm sure you'll find people there. You have to just make yourself available, put it out there. This is what it means to, come together as communities now and create these communities who have the same values, same outlook on life, same kind of way of living they aspire to. So this is something interesting. This is something I wanted to share about, like, my journey here in Bali. I'm realizing this now. All the people I led in my life now, all the people I spent time with, it's because I like them. It's because I enjoy their company and I can be myself around them, which is very, very important. Again, if you're talking about Aquarius, age of Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius transit, right? You have to be authentic. You have to be able to be yourself, and you have to know that those people are there for you, to accept you as you are. This is something we need to heal with Chiron in Aries also since 2018. This is something that has been going on collectively. We're trying to heal this wound of not being ourselves. So just a couple of reminders. I hope this inspires you in any way, shape or form. And yeah, thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video.